This is Sneaky Dragon, welcome to Wargroove. Okay, there is a Wargroove custom game that's just like StarCraft's Phantom Mode, or Mafia if you've ever played that. It's a game of deception and intrigue called Parasite that is a ton of fun to play with friends. Joining me today, I have...
Fly Sniper, the creator of the game.
I am Alexander, and I'm not the parasite no matter what.
Sedge always wins!
That amazing voice clip was from Sedgehoon, a player who's made it to the top 8 in Groove of War 4 and has never broken character for over a year. They're amazing. All right. So let's get started. Everybody ready up and we'll enter the game.
The hunt begins!
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Sedge's excited.
All right, we're watching a short intro video that will briefly explain the rules of this game. Basically, it's like a 4-player FFA. You can attack anybody, but it's not so simple. You're working together to defeat one player who is the evil Parasite. The Parasite is opposed to everyone, and they win the game if they defeat just one of the good guys. And you have to defeat the Parasite for everybody else to win. It's a game of deception. You don't know who the Parasite is, but one of the good guys, the Doctor, if you're familiar with Mafia, this is the Doctor in Mafia, knows who the Parasite is. But they can't reveal themselves, because if they do, they will lose even if the Parasite dies. The Doctor has to work with the other good guys to identify and kill the Parasite before turn 10, because on turn 9, the Parasite can pass the Parasite to another player, becoming a good guy and passing the buck. The Doctor will still know who's evil, but it mixes everything up. So you have to defeat the Parasite, or if you're the Parasite, defeat another player. There's a document that I'll post in the description of this video that will go through the rules and the meta information you need to play a good game. This game is best played with friends over Discord voice, although if you have players like Sedge who aren't comfortable with voice, we'll be using text chat as well, and I'll be reading Sedge's texts throughout the game.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sedge is using voice. They just can only say Sedge clips because they're really Sedge, so they'll put extra information in text. This is a game of deception, and to play it well, you have to trick people. You want to trick the Parasite into thinking you're the Doctor if you're not. You want to trick the Doctor into thinking that... Well, actually, you can't trick the Doctor, but you want to trick the good guys into thinking that you're not the Parasite if you are. The Doctor has to convince everyone who the Parasite is without revealing themselves. It's all a lot of deception and fun. Oh my goodness, I'm going first! Alright. So, you can see my role here. You can see my role based on this information. Fly Sniper, I completely forgot. What were the 3 roles again by their units?
So, there are 3 different units that will spawn in your corner of the map. If you see a dog in your corner of the map, that means you're a human. If you see a soldier in your corner of the map, that means you're the Parasite. If you see a mage in the corner of the map, you are the Doctor. It will be pointing to who's the Parasite. Linked in the document is infographics to tell you where the mage is and what it means for who's the Parasite.
Alright, so you all know who I am in this game. You can see this little indicator here in the bottom left corner. I'm not going to say it out loud because everyone else can hear me. Though, of course, I'm a generic good guy. Right? I'm a generic good guy. I'm not the Doctor. I'm not a Parasite. Right, guys? You believe me, right? You totally believe me.
Oh, totally.
I mean, there's a dog indicator. I'm just a generic good guy. What more do you want? Alright, to keep the game going smoothly, even though there's no timer, we've imposed an effective turn timer. Everyone's going to try to move as quick as they can to make the video interesting. That was pretty quick. By the way, you can't hear anything for a reason. To keep the game very sneaky and exciting, we've all turned our game sounds off. This prevents us from hearing units moving across the map. If you see this glowing area here, it's very subtle, but that is my territory. Any enemy unit that enters my territory will be obliterated, and that player will lose 500 gold. Why would you want to put a unit here? Well, for scouting purposes, and also if you want to attack the stronghold from that tile.
You lose if both your strongholds are destroyed.
You only lose if one stronghold is destroyed.
Oh.
However, if your commander dies, you are still in the game.
Yes.
What this means is you can destroy a commander of a player you think is suspicious to weaken them without killing them. On the other hand, you have to guard both your strongholds at all times, no matter what your role.
But everyone has to guard their strongholds from everyone. So it's balanced.
Yes.
Exactly.
Who knows? Who
So
could
let's
be
talk
the bad
politics.
guy?
Who's the parasite? First up.
It ain't me, Chief. Is it Sedge?
Well, he was last time.
Sedge, are you the parasite?
No.
I have to say, it is amazing being able to play with Sedge in this. Sedge is spending a lot of time thinking. You don't have a lot of gold in the first few turns. I wonder what they were up to.
Sneaking around.
The hunt.
That's it. Sedge is hunting in his own scouting territory.
He's killing his own units. Not something I wouldn't expect from him.
Now, you might have noticed that the opening phase of this game takes a few turns. Realistically, you're not going to be able to find or kill the parasite in time unless there's a lot of discussion and the doctor is able to feed information to everybody else. On the other hand, since no one's really made a move yet, the doctor's at a greater risk of exposing themselves, so the first few turns can be a little bit passive in that respect. Alright, it's my turn. I kind of want to get everybody talking, because after all, I'm a good player. I'm on the good team. I want to find the parasite and defeat them for the forces of righteousness. So, guys, maybe we should talk a little bit. Who do you think is acting suspiciously? This is just a thought. I don't know, but Sedge took a really long time on their turn.
I mean, like, Sedge is naturally suspicious, so he could be any role and we wouldn't know. I mean, some of us are suspicious for talking and others are suspicious for not talking, so...
If I had to forge a guess, at least a small guess for right now, my top two are Sneaky as number one, because of you kind of had a little suspicion in your voice when you were wanting to get everyone talking. But my second is Sedgehun, just because lettuce.
I think it's between Fly Sniper or Wisp.
Personally, I'm leaning towards Fly Sniper. I might be a little bit biased because they were the parasite in the last game I played. Also, they suspect me, and even if I sound a little bit suspicious, I'm encouraging conversation, which generally helps the good team, so I feel like my actions were more indicative of a good player. Sedgehun is posted in the chat. This, being a special hunt, doesn't change the fact that Sedge requires sustenance to survive. Is Sedge just gonna attack everybody? Sedge isn't sure. Pointing fingers so soon is not wise.
I like how the tiles and stuff have been changed up. I like that those flagstone were removed in the starting areas.
Yes, so the flagstone is to prevent aerial scouting, so you can kind of hide. So if you are the parasite, you can hide your really big, beefy units in the back and not have them scouted by anything. So you can always begin your plotting.
That villagers' vision range has also been turned off.
Oh, that's part of...
Used to be able to see like 4 or 5 blocks. Now it's just 1.
Yes, that is part of the Chucklefish patches.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so...
I should read the patch notes.
Oh, I put a video up on the notes if you want to go through them.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen my patch notes video, Fog got a big update in the last patch. Village sight ranges and sight ranges across the board have been reduced. Surprise! behavior when you like walk into a tile occupied by another unit has been changed, so instead of dying, you just get bumped back a little bit. And you can try to capture a village even if you can't see it, though of course you'll be surprised if the village is owned by someone else. Big improvements for fog, and fog maps have now become more popular than ever as a result. Whoa, that noise from Sedge.
Oh, he's plotting something.
Alright, so I've almost captured all of my properties now. It's about time to start thinking about what I want to do. I'm definitely going to make a heavy use of dogs so that I can see what's happening across the map. And every good player should do the same. You want to be really aware of who's fighting who, who's attacking who, so that players can't lie to you about what's going on. Without a ton of gold early on, it's very difficult to make any big moves.
Alright, so I built 2 dogs last turn, and I'm going to send one to Sedge and one to Sneaky. However, they won't go in just yet. They won't scout just yet. I'm going to build 2 more dogs this turn, so I can do a double scout. So I will scout on one turn, and then I will scout on the next turn. And that should determine who the Parasite is, unless they're very crafty.
So Fly Sniper is planning on sending dogs into our territory. The catch is, Fly Sniper just took their turn, and I still don't see any dogs, despite my units being pretty far across the map.
What?
Oh, they are still in the scouting zones. They'll come to you soon enough, and they will not attack anything.
There's a lot of territory in the middle of the map that's home to a handful of villages, some roads, and some mountains. I probably won't be putting a lot of troops there. The only reason you do this is if you had to transition quickly between a top and bottom front fight. Also,
It is a defensible position that you can use as a sort of a semi-front line to send troops from.
that's true, and the extra mountains give you great vision if you can get a dog up there.
Exactly. What is dogs' base vision when they're not in a mountain?
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
You can check a unit's base vision by right-clicking on the unit and looking at the sight field in the top left.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm on permanent tutorial mode.
It's fair. There's a lot to understand with this game.
Oh, it sounds like this. I love it. I can't see nothing.
Makes Sedge all the more sneaky.
Yeah. Makes all of us sneaky too. One.
So this is my gold. I'm not going to say the number, because the number could indicate that I'm good or bad. But this is my gold value right now.
I mean, just say it. You can lie. How much is it?
I don't know. In Phantom mode, it was like a thing you never asked someone how many minerals they had. Because, like, then new players who don't know how much they should have can't answer the question, and it was kind of a cheap gotcha.
Okay.
But, like, when you're playing with more experienced players, it's more of okay to do, because then you can use some creativity, you can lie about it, you can pretend some things.
Okay. You chalk that up on the gentleman's agreement for the docks.
Alright, it's my turn and it's turn 5. Now, I don't have anything that could kill a stronghold right now. Or I'm lying. One of those two. So, as the good player that I definitely am, because I'm a good player, I don't really know how I should go about doing this. If I send a dog into my opponent's territory, maybe it'll let me see some stuff that's going on. Maybe not. Fly Sniper, what happens if we get to turn 20?
Oh, if we get to the very end of turn 20, the parasite just wins. You've
And
got to be
everything you
quick in
care about.
determining who he is, or he just wins.
Since it takes multiple turns to kill a player, especially an empowered player, realistically, you need to determine who the parasite is almost 5 turns in advance if you want a chance of the good guys winning the game. For this reason, when we start to get past turn 7, the doctor becomes heavily pressured to start giving information. If they don't, the game could already be lost, even 5 turns ahead of time.
Yes. I see your dog over there.
The main benefit for the good guys is multiple strongholds. It's not so easy to defend both at the same time, given all the forests immediately between them. For this reason, if you've truly identified the parasite, 3 players pressuring them on 2 sides is very powerful, but 1 player in the corner will take a very long time to get over there. That is actually one reason to store troops in the center of the map, so that when the parasite is identified, you can quickly move to their base, because reinforcements will never make it if they're across from you on the diagonals.
Or you can just guess.
This also leads to, I don't want to say petty, but aggressive behavior. It benefits you to attack almost everyone only a little bit, because on the side you're next to them, you know you're not the parasite. They might be. If they're a little bit weaker on that side, that benefits you. Just keep in mind you might be attacking an ally or convincing them that you're evil, and if you get pegged as the parasite when you're good, it's a pretty crappy situation to be in.
Or even worse, you accidentally pegged the doctor as the parasite.
Message from Sedge. Sedge wishes to remind the prey that the will to scout areas can be beneficial for the parasite, as it is for those who hunt them down. Those wishing to do so might just be a sign of them needing more information to determine which one is the biggest threat to them. That's a good point. The parasite also wants to scout.
Yes.
Yes, it makes them look good. You can help them dodge double scouts because they lose money. There's a complex thing to that. I suggest looking at the document for that. However, it also makes them look like a human.
Okay, Sneaky, I see your dog right there. If you let me do a bit of scouting, I won't kill it.
I mean, that's more than fair. I am comfortable with us scouting each other.
Alrighty then.
So I think
Oh.
Sneaky is a good guy. He has sent a very early scout to my base. I will admit, unfortunately, I have blocked him off a bit. That dog and that soldier will move. It was an accident, Sneaky, I'm sure, because, you saw the exclamation point above my head. I didn't know he was there. So you can see, I'll let you in on my turn.
I appreciate that. I do have to ask you, though, why was that sea village not captured a turn earlier? You were 1 turn slower than me to grab it.
So you have FTA against me. So first turn advantage, and secondly, I also built dogs kind of early, and maybe I sent my commander more towards Sedge. So I do have my leftmost village captured.
By 1 turn delayed, I don't mean within the same round. I mean my sword is not next to my water village, it has already moved on. So in the same round, you're 1 turn behind. I was wondering what delayed your opening sword.
Is your commander on my front?
It is.
Mine is on Sedge's front, so it was not capturing any villages on your front.
That's a good answer. It can be helpful to ask questions like this to help identify the parasite. even if they give you a good answer, if you think they're lying, maybe there's someone you should attack. Since Fly Sniper has promised to move this dog, and I want the maximum possible scoutage here, I'm not going to do anything with my dog right now. I'm going to leave it right where it is, and start moving troops towards the center of the map to get a feel for what's going on, giving me lots of vision, standing on mountains. Additionally, I'm going to scout Ryle Xander. Now, Ryle had plenty of notice that my dog was here, and this is going to cost me 500 gold.
I saw it from multiple angles.
Alright. By the way, Ryle, you might not have much luck scouting me with a sword, since they can't see through forests.
Did your dog die in the forest?
It didn't die. I believe that happens later.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it'll happen on Alexander's turn.
Alright. I've got a good bit of gold and a good bit of vision. I sort of see what's going on. So far, Ryle Xander has built mostly swords. Fly Sniper has a dog and a sword. I don't see that Fly Sniper sent a lot of troops to my front, despite thinking that I was the Parasite early on, though they have since claimed to have changed their mind. The fact that their commander went to someone else's front is interesting if they were suspicious of me. However, they were also suspicious of Sedge, if less so, so sending their commander there doesn't completely not make sense.
Yeah, so I was suspicious of both of you. So I had to really pick. So I picked Sedge. Cause lettuce.
Alright, I'm gonna end my turn here.
Who is in the top right of the map?
Sedgehoon is in the top right of the map. Fly Sniper is directly above me in the top left.
Sedge, I would like to make a request. May I attack one of your villages with my commander for some groove?
That's a bold question. Let me read what Sedge is responding. Oh, and also Sedge wrote something earlier. Sedge will not be attacking this one for now, unless they give Sedge a reason to, and mentioned me. Why this one send their commander near Sedge specifically, asking Fly Sniper. That is awfully specific. Sedge will not be attacking Fly Sniper either for now, unless they give Sedge a good reason to.
So, if you let me attack your village, I'll give you something else in exchange.
This is a bit of diplomacy that comes with the game. Your commander needs to attack to build groove. You can just do it and earn a player's ire, or ask first, maybe make some trades. It's still early enough in the game that we don't really know who to trust yet, unless you heard someone very clearly lie to you.
Duh.
Sedge has responded. Sedge had noticed the dog on top, little one. Sedge never gave this one permission to enter Sedge's territory, adding Fly Sniper.
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to accept the scout no matter what. If you don't accept it, then, well, I'm gonna be attacking you.
Sedge has still not responded to Ryle Xander's request to be able to attack a village. Additionally, it can be helpful to give map information to other players. For example, I would tell everyone right now that Fly Sniper has 4 units on my side, 2 dogs and 2 swords. So far, that looks pretty good, guy.
And so far, Sedge has tried to capture one of my villages, but he failed. Now, Sedge is also in my territory with his commander, perhaps trying to capture my village. He got ambushed by my commander.
Taking another player's villages does not necessarily mean that you are in fact the Parasite, but it is suspicious. Additionally, as we approach turn 10, it can be very beneficial for the Parasite to make aggressive moves. The reason being that this aggression can then be passed on to another parasite by passing the buck on turn 9-10. Sedge gave a response. If this one is invading the territory of all prey and hunters alike without permission, Sedge senses that as the first sign of suspicion towards this one specific player. Sedge is saying that Fly Sniper is suspicious.
So I
my friend.
could you repeat that,
Hmm?
Alexander? Okay, Sedge attacked my village and has captured it. My apologies.
He has not told me if I'm allowed to attack his village.
Okay. Yeah, Sedge is on the attack
He's scouted
here.
my land without permission.
Okay. Yeah, he's entered my land without permission as well.
I reserve the right to kill these troops in self-defense.
Sedge just gave you permission, saying that they do not care.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I won't touch your troops anymore. Assuming that I can scout as well.
So, Sneaky, do you want to send your dog more towards our front line between Sedge and I? That way you can see the fact he's captured my village. You can see Sedge in my territory. And yeah, it might give you enough reason to attack Sedge for being the parasite.
Sedge has indicated in chat that they are very trusting of Ryle Xander right now. Fly Sniper is acting like they trust me, giving me permission to send my dogs into the midline between Fly Sniper and Sedge to see what's going on. They have a lot of troops near my stronghold, but nothing in attack range yet, and nothing threatening enough that could lethal it. Ryle Xander, on the other hand, has not really moved much into my territory, aside from a handful of mostly immobile swords.
You don't know what's in those trees. Oh, it's my turn.
One interesting thing is that even though my dog was removed, I still had vision until Ryle Xander moved a unit.
Oh.
It's something to keep in mind in case you're secretly evil. Alright, more talking from Sedge. Sedge will be taking down the uninvited guest dog of Fly Sniper, but Sedge will not attack them specifically for now. So Sedge is denying Fly Sniper the ability to scout. Fly Sniper, how do you feel about this?
I do not like this at all. He should be accepting scouts from everyone. And I warned him even early on that, hey, I'm sending a scout to Sneaky and Sedge. So I had no really Sedge did not say that he was uninviting my scout at the time. So my dog will be since it's attacked and blocked, it cannot scout right now. However, I think this is a great time to go to war with Sedge. I will still be scouting you, Sneaky, though. I just want to make sure.
Scouting me is more than acceptable. Even though I'm very suspicious of Fly Sniper right now, I'm still going to allow them to scout me, because it's the right thing to do. If you're a good player, you should let them scout you, and also, Fly Sniper will see my units soon enough anyway, since I'm going to start moving towards the center of the map, in case there's a fight between Fly Sniper and Sedge. I want to see what's going on, and be prepared to react. Also,
Yes.
I wouldn't normally announce that out loud that I was suspicious of Fly Sniper, but this is a YouTube video. I want to tell you some of what I'm thinking.
Well, you could just like quickly jump out of the voice chat and tell the audience before jumping back in.
Oh, that's true. I could do that. It's almost like I deliberately didn't mute on purpose. Weird. Maybe I'm playing mind games.
You mind games? Psh.
What if this one is the Parasite in disguise, wishing for more information, being Fly Sniper's motivation to have such will to explore at Sneaky? Sedge advises the prey use their heads from all possible perspectives. I'm not really sure if Sedge is calling me out or Fly Sniper out or both of us, but it's very clear that Sedge is suspicious of me and Fly Sniper at the moment, and thinks Ryle Xander is trustworthy.
I am somewhat suspicious of everyone right now.
Oh, Sedge has clarified that they're only suspicious of Fly Sniper. Now keep in mind that if you're evil, an interesting thing you can do is not be suspicious of the person diagonal to you, because they're the least likely to attack you unless you give them a very strong reason, and most likely to attack one of the people on your sides. So if you automatically trust someone diagonal to you, maybe you trust them for legitimate reasons. Maybe you're playing a game here. However, so far, Fly Sniper did that early on, but has not done it since. And no one else has been playing the diagonals very heavily. Alright, my turn again. I really want to kill a unit and get Groove, but that will aggro Fly Sniper very heavily, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to move my dog into their territory and scout. I see a balloon with 2 spears that is imminent on my... It could seriously flow right to my territory at this point, and based on where it is, it looks like it's ready to react at a moment's notice. That is a little bit scary. Fly Sniper, what's up with that?
So that was before Sedge had really cast anything down on me. I was just moving it somewhere. However, I will be moving it away from your territory and into Sedge's. Now, a little tip, put your dog right next to my HQ next time and then go all the way in. Then you can see both builds from all the production facilities. In which case, you can see what I built and see if it's anything's expensive, or if I built nothing.
That is a really good tip. Whether or not they have ulterior motives. For now, I'm going to move a spy unit as close as possible to Ryle Xander just to watch them. I trust them for now. I just want to see if there's a sudden troop movement towards my base. The reason I want to do this is so I can start dedicating troops towards the center of the map. However, I don't know if I buy Fly Sniper's argument that they just moved the balloon there before they knew about Sedge. They would have had to have had it there the previous turn, and they've been complaining about Sedge for a few. I'm still gonna let them scout me, but I feel like I'm morally obligated to kill a sword.
You can kill that sword. I was gonna let you anyway.
Nikki, I have a proposal for you.
What's your proposal?
Okay, if you can help me get a little bit of ground in the middle of the map, I will give you something in exchange. But also, as a side, no dog scouting, but sword scouting is allowed.
That's interesting. Without dog scouting, I can't see what's in the forest. I'm not sure why Ryle Xander would make that distinction. Also, I'm not sure why they would need me to make any progress in the middle of the map.
I mean, if you let me have some space in the middle, I'll give you something in exchange. Whatever you want.
Do you mean between us, or in the mountain area?
What do you want? Anything.
No, I mean, where do you want territory? Between us or in the mountain area?
I want the bottom large mountain. In the center of the map.
Oh, sure, I have no problem with you being there. By all means, it'll give you more vision.
Okay.
You see, I have no reason to refuse this request. I want Ryle Xander in the center of the map. If they're good, they should be as close to there as possible just in case Fly Sniper turns out to be the Parasite. If Sedge turns out to be the Parasite, it's a good position for them to see Sedge suddenly try to attack Fly Sniper. Either way, it's good. Plus, if they're the Parasite, it keeps them a little bit further from my strongholds, giving me more time to react. I'm totally announcing my strategy to everyone playing, by the way.
Sure. Like it's a natural inclination for someone who, isn't used to these kinds of games to not trust the person who's talking the most, but at the same time you're supposed to because you're sort of hosting.
That's true. If you ever played a tabletop game like Avalon or the Resistance or Mafia, One Night Werewolf, and those are just the ones in English. There are a ton in a bunch of different languages and games. If you played a deception game like this, you know that the person running the game or leading the game is just automatically trustworthy because they seem to be doing the right thing. But they could totally be evil. There's an equal probability of them screwing everybody over. Speaking of people... Go ahead.
So, Sedge wants me to capture my village back. However, I'm going to make a proposal. I think, see that village, Sneaky, that is near the bridge on my side of the map.
The
I want
sea
you to
village?
scout that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
If you scout that, you will see it belongs to Sedge.
I believe you.
Okay. I mean, you can do what you want. You scout.
I'll probably scout it anyway, but I do believe you. I have no reason to believe you're lying.
Okay.
Sedge, I will let you take that village back. I just wanted to decap it for some groove. I'll also pull my troops away there, but if you don't mind, can I send a couple of scouts your way?
Sedge is typing. At this point in the game, I'm leaning towards trusting Ryle Xander. I think the Parasite is one of Sedge or Fly Sniper, but I'm not sure which. I'm going to move lots of units to the front between them so that I can threaten Fly Sniper on both sides and Sedge from at least one. If we have to team up on Sedge, I can assist Fly Sniper in doing it. If I have to attack Fly Sniper, I can do so from multiple sides. Ryle Xander seems trustworthy so far, so I'm going to work with them and maybe put a little bit less defense on that side. If I'm wrong and they kill me, it could cost us the game, but you have to trust someone at some point in order to advance. Like I said, if we get to turn 15 and we have no idea who it is, the game is more or less lost, and it will become a free-for-all with everybody trying to kill whoever's closest to them.
Sedge, I only attacked your village on that side because I was worried about decapping it from the beach. I am not invading you, and now you've blocked off my commander from going back home.
Oh.
Oh wait, no he hasn't.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I could have just gone that way. Okay, do I have your permission to do some scouting? In exchange for scouting?
Keep in mind, we're all being very polite and asking each other. There are games of this where everyone just randomly attacks someone and then, oh, sorry, I thought you were the Parasite. I believe you now. You just crippled my army. What are you doing? I'm going to take your villages. This game could get crazy. It depends on who you play with. So this is interesting what Ryle Xander's doing. The sword is moving towards this mountain. It's actually pretty clever, because using the mountain, they can see what's going on, but they can't see what's in my forests. It gives me a bit of privacy, and them a bit of insight into what's happening.
Mm. Thank you, Sedge, for the scouting permissions.
Sedge is leaning heavily towards Fly Sniper, and Fly Sniper has only been accusing Sedge. So far, me and Ryle Xander have been leaning towards those two as most suspicious, although Ryle Xander has yet to say this out loud.
Suspicious of anyone.
Hmm.
Then might I ask what actions you're taking to help the good guys win, Ryle Xander?
I'm studying everyone. I'm trying to rely on my intuition right now.
Sedge says he does not feel comfortable allowing Riley Alexander to scout. So that seems suspicious to me.
Oh yeah, well, why doesn't Sedge want Rylexander to scout?
I think Riley Alexander is the most human-looking person here.
That's interesting for you to say, considering a few turns ago you said you trusted me and Rylexander is your diagonal.
I mean, I do trust you too as well, Sneaky, but I do trust Riley Alexander more based on everything he said. But I still think Sedge is my number one hit right now.
Okay, wait, who is... Okay, Sneaky, may I send another scout your way?
By all means.
Sweet. Doggo time.
Now keep in mind, cheap units can be incredibly powerful in large numbers. In a fog map, one of the scariest things is being surrounded by swords and dogs, because if they have 2 more than you do, that's enough to wipe your formation and push you back. Fly Sniper has 2 dogs near me right now. Other than that, though, they don't have a lot. And looking at their stronghold area, they did move the pike balloon away from me, so it would take a couple of turns for that to get to me if they wanted to suddenly strike. They've also left their stronghold more or less undefended against me. Of course, I'm not going to attack it, but why do they keep saying I'm suspicious and then they do stuff like this? It's inconsistent. It's inconsistent. That being said, Sedge is currently extremely suspicious, and I want to see what's happening on this front. I'm going to move units into the middle between them. Sure enough, there's the village owned by Sedge on Fly Sniper's side. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to start moving units up a little bit.
Okay, are we allowed to do politics in personal messaging?
So generally, DMs are considered not okay in this type of game. All information should be public.
Correct.
Alright.
That being said, you can use the game board to communicate information. Fly Sniper once mentioned to me that if you're the doctor and want to tell someone, you can send an alchemist into their territory or something along those lines. So as long as you're using the game board to communicate information, it's fine, or public voice or text.
Yes.
My units are more or less on each point of the map, but because the map is so big and we have limited time, it's impossible to cover everything. You have to rely on your allies to provide you with information. I only have 1 unit on the right side of the map, only a couple between me and Rylexander. Most of my units are between me and Fly Sniper and in the center of the map, so that I can respond to a Fly Sniper Sedge fight. I'm not really sure what else I'm gonna be doing here, because we have to start making a move soon. Since we have no idea who it is, we're probably not going to be able to kill anybody before the Parasite switches, which is interesting.
Hello.
Hello. We found one of Rylexander's units in an ambush surprise. That's okay. That's okay. That doesn't mean anything bad. Just that they happen to be in that forest we were going to walk into.
So I'm going to take that village back, because it is mine. I just wanted to keep the village there to prove that Sedge did in fact take a village from me.
Perfectly reasonable.
I'm feeling a little bit suspicious towards Sneaky right now.
How so?
Honestly, just because of that cavalry.
Alright, I'm going to position my dogs appropriately.
I will point out that the cavalry is not near your base, and additionally, Fly Sniper not only has cavalry, but several pikes.
Hmm. Yeah. Ooh, Sage is messaging.
Sedge is also calling Fly Sniper out on sending the cavalry near Sedge's base.
Yeah, it's more of a not that expensive unit. It's actually a medium unit to buy, but it is good at killing his HQ, which I'm going to hold it there for now. I don't think killing the HQ near turn 9 is really that good. I think the Parasite's going to switch.
I want to say right now, I think Sage is the doctor.
I think Sedge is the doctor.
Whoa, okay, so
That's really a bold claim that shouldn't be claimed.
yes, I will remind all the players that if the doctor's identity is known at the end of the game, it means that the Parasite wins. The Parasite gets a chance to identify the doctor if they lose, and succeeding steals the win from the good team. For this reason, giving any information about who you think the doctor is, as a good person, is incredibly risky unless you're playing mind games or trying to communicate something else.
Yeah, you don't know if I'm lying.
Sedge also has a knight. It is not in crit range of the HQ, but it exists.
Fly Sniper, may I send some scouts your way?
You may.
Okay. And do we have a non-aggression pact?
Of course.
Sweet.
Sedge will
Defense
not
is
let
in
this
my territory.
parasite near Sedge's stronghold. Sedge is using his knight as defense. Fly Sniper sending their knight towards Sedge first is an act of aggression Sedge will not be tolerating.
So my knight, as Sneaky can see, is not in Sedge's territory. However, Sneaky can't see this, but Sedge's knight is in my territory. Now, it doesn't matter because I'm going to probably... I don't think I should be attacking Sedge just yet. I want to wait until turn 10. And even then, on turn 10, I don't think I want to attack anyone. If assuming the Parasite switches.
Now, as you can see, I'm in a very awkward situation, because I could flat out kill Fly Sniper next turn. I don't know if I should do it or not.
So Sneaky, I do not let Sedgehunt kill that dog for Groove. You need that dog to see the front.
Ooh, three-way politics.
Fly Sniper, do you deny that I could kill you next turn?
You can't kill me next turn. It's not a good idea.
No, I mean, do you acknowledge that I have the ability to do so?
Yes.
Okay, so Fly Sniper has acknowledged that if I do not kill them next turn, I am automatically not the Parasite, because the Parasite would win by doing so. So if I do
Correct.
not kill Fly Sniper has confirmed that I'm good. And anyone who believes that neither of us are lying, which must be true because there's only one Parasite, would know that I'm good. I would at that point become a confirmed good player to everybody on the board.
That'd be it.
It is very risky letting someone get within kill range of you to prove this point. You really have to trust them, or you have to fuck up, and it'll be a little bit interesting.
I would just like to say I will not tolerate anyone being in kill range of me.
Fascinating. So
I
as
will
you
be
can probably...
concentrations of troops.
As you can probably tell, I have a very hard read on this hedge fund. And this is allowing for Sneaky to build a sense of trust with me.
This is true. Fly Sniper has dedicated everything to attacking Sejhun, which is why I have this opening on their stronghold. You can see here with these units, 1, 2, 3, I would be able to take it out, and there is no defense that could stop me. Even if somehow I failed, it would definitively fall next turn, and I think that would require, like, minimal rolls. For this reason, since I am at this point either confirmed good, or I just win the game and there's nothing anyone can do to stop me, Ryle Xander should logically retreat all their units from my base, because I can't possibly be the Parasite. Unless, the only reason they would not do that is if they think that A, I am not the Doctor, and B, I am insane and might think they're the Parasite and kill them. Or they are the Parasite.
Or C, you're the Parasite.
I cannot be the Parasite. It is impossible for me to be the Parasite at this point in the game.
He can still kill me on turn 9 if he is the Parasite. But if he's not going to kill me, then he's not the Parasite.
I am not going to kill you. That will be proven once Ryle Xander ends their turn. Even if I am going to kill you, Ryle Xander has no troops that can stop me. And when I don't kill you, I have proven that I am not the Parasite.
Mm-hmm.
Ryle Xander, do you disagree with this logic?
I wasn't focusing. What did you say?
Since you cannot stop me from killing Fly Sniper, if I do not kill Fly Sniper, I am not the Parasite, because I cannot possibly be the Parasite. Fly Sniper has confirmed that this is true.
That could just be that you are the Parasite, but you're stalling because you don't have enough time to kill every player.
So this
He
is
only needs to kill one.
If I were the Parasite, killing Fly Sniper would give me an automatic victory. For that reason,
Yes.
by sparing them, and since you cannot stop me from killing them if I wanted to, and no one can at this point in time, by sparing them, I prove that I am not the Parasite 100%.
That is a good point. Okay, I trust you more.
For this reason, I would recommend that you move all your troops between Fly Sniper and Sedge, as one of them must be the Parasite if you are good.
Smells like Parasite trickery to me.
I think Sneaky's right. So that should confirm that he's good.
Okay,
To be honest, I'm considering killing Fly Sniper anyway. They might just be the Parasite, but doing so would be incredibly silly at this point in time. Keep in mind they can hear everything I'm saying, so I might be playing mind games. Sedge agrees with this one, Ryle Xander. Sedge only trusts Ryle Xander by now, for those two seem to be working together with unearned trust. Now that's interesting, because we've logically proven that, at least right now, I cannot be the Parasite. It is impossible. So for Sedge to be suspicious of this interaction is not logical. It's possible they don't understand the logical reasoning why I can't be the Parasite. It's a bit of an advanced deception game concept of confirmed good. If you haven't played a lot of games, confirming someone is good is a little bit difficult to wrap your head around, but Sedge is smart. I'm suspicious.
It's also possible that you're totally lying about being able to destroy his stronghold.
He's not lying. I can confirm that.
Since Fly Sniper confirms I'm not lying, and one of us must be good, I cannot be lying.
Okay, I trust.
Sedge claims that they missed the logical proof. Alright, Sedge, here's the proof. One of Fly Sniper or I must be good. The other could be the Parasite, but one of us has to be good. Right now, I could kill Fly Sniper, and Fly Sniper has confirmed this. If I were the Parasite, I would do it because that would win me the game. Once I spare Fly Sniper on my turn, Fly Sniper has confirmed that I am not the Parasite. They have said this out loud for everybody. So at least one, if not two, good players have confirmed that I cannot possibly be the Parasite based on information that we've agreed on. Unless someone is severely misplaying, I cannot possibly be the Parasite on this turn. Sedge sees. Alright, so this is a great situation for me to be in.
So, Sneaky, I do trust you, but I don't trust that cavalry. I will... Just as a sign of good faith, I'm going to move this. Let's see what happens.
Optional. If you are the Parasite and you want to change roles, please do so. Move your soldier one space this turn. What? Oh, I'm out of money. Okay, so I let my money overflow. Fly Sniper, what was the limit on that?
For humans, I think it's like 1,500.
Whoops. Okay, you've got to be careful of that. So I have no money this turn, unfortunately, which sucks because I'm confirmed good, and now would be the time to take advantage of that by building dragons and putting them in obnoxious places. Which normally you can't get away with, but if everyone knows you're good, you can do it. Crap. Alright, so you can see from the damage numbers that I have enough power to take out Fly Sniper's HQ. Or at the very least do so much damage to it that I would definitively kill it next turn if somehow it survived. This confirms me as good in the eyes of all the players, since Fly Sniper also confirmed this fact. One thing I could do as confirmed good is start taking everyone's villages, because arguably that's safer, but because of the Parasite pass in a few turns, I might not be confirmed good anymore when it passes. For this reason, I can't do anything obnoxious. We have to wait for turn 10. If the Parasite passes the buck, I am no longer confirmed good.
Correct.
And for the record, I have been extremely open and honest about this fact.
Yes, so I see Sneaky moving his army away from my HQ.
So it is confirmed that on turn 9 at least, I am not the Parasite and I am a good player.
Correct.
Sadly, I screwed up. I have no money, so this good player can't do much else. I'll just have to end my turn.
I'm choosing to be suspicious of right now.
Well, you have two choices.
Yes.
This guy's gonna wait here because a Parasite passed.
Myself.
Sedge is asking me if I vouch for Fly Sniper as not being the Parasite. Sedge, I'm not going to answer your question, and here's my reasoning. Vouching at this point in the game, right before a possible flip, would only give information to the Parasite. I want to see what happens first. Because if I vouch or don't vouch, it might help the Parasite figure out who the Doctor is. Correct. By this answer, Sedge now fully trusts this one as not being the Parasite. So Sedge claims that that was a test, and apparently I passed. I don't know if that's true or not, but Sedge claims to trust me now. Alright, we're a little bit on the clock right now.
Yes. I'm waiting to see what happens.
Now, despite trusting me, Fly Sniper has guarded one side of their HQ. This may, however, not necessarily be a suspicious move, because I could become the Parasite on flip, for all they know if they're a generic good guy.
That's the plan.
Well, we'll find out soon if there's a switch.
Or will we?
Ooh, that's a good point.
There can be no switch, in which case my war against Sedge continues.
So naturally, I've been studying everyone's reactions to everything I've been saying. So far, Sedge has accepted the logic that I'm confirmed good, and Fly Sniper immediately got it. Though Fly Sniper, the inventor of this game, is very familiar with deception games, so it makes sense that they would pick up on that complicated thing really quickly. Ryle Xander, though, has been a little bit hesitant, and so has Sedge. Are they just not familiar with the concept of confirmed good? Did it take him a minute to pick it up? Because it takes a lot of games to...
Very familiar with deception. I just overthink things.
Alright. I don't know, because you
Sneaky,
seem a little suspicious of me.
Sneak, I'd like another proposal for you.
Alright.
A defensive pact.
What's a defensive pact? How does that work?
If someone declares war on one of us, they declare war on both of us.
That
if
sounds
one of us-
pretty reasonable.
But if one of us declares war, the other doesn't have to help them. It's only in self-defense.
I think this is a fair agreement.
So deal?
Alright, very well. For right now, at
Cool.
least, if anyone attacks you, they're probably suspicious unless they give a reason.
Yes.
Agreeing to something like this is a little bit risky, because if the doctor made a mistake and failed to drop enough suspicion on Ryle Xander, then that could mean that I'm denying them the ability to do so in the next few critical turns. That being said, the swap is about to happen. I could always break this pact if, I'm being honest. But I think it's the right thing to do for now. Especially because Sedge just moved right up into Fly Sniper's face. A war is going to break out, and I really don't think Ryle Xander is the Parasite. I want to work together with them to defeat the real enemy here. Oh, I was about to say, or I'm lying, but we know for a fact that I'm not lying, because we've proved I'm good. My ability to troll has been diminished. That being said, there were just some unit movements on Ryle Xander's side moving towards me. Which is interesting. What happened to that defensive pact there?
It was with Sneaky.
Maybe I was seeing things that looked like some of your units were sneaking closer to my base on the right side. I could be wrong. It moved in and out of fog. I couldn't see what it was. So after something like that, I've got to wonder, is Ryle Xander trying to lower my guard? Keep in mind, from their perspective, I might become the Parasite in a turn.
Yes. Your swordsman there, that is next to my mountain on the up left corner of my territory. You see that one?
Yep.
Can it see over the other side of the mountain?
It cannot. Mountains and forests block sight range for land units.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang. I was trying to do a show of trust thing.
I can see diagonally between your village and the mountain. Also, I can see to the left of the forest tile with that sword, and I can see onto the mountain.
Okay. I can't reach the mountain though.
Now, one thing that's making me trust Rylexander a little bit more is that there are 2 units between me and Fly Sniper. Given that Fly Sniper is at his diagonal, it would be disadvantageous for the Parasite to do that, because it would give Fly Sniper a way to fight him very early on if Rylexander were revealed as the Parasite. So putting units there for scouting purposes is a more trustworthy move. On the other hand, they've been retreating their commander, their units. There's a couple things at the border that weren't there before, making me a little bit suspicious. They claim they want to do a show of faith, but I can't actually see it. So I don't know how I feel about this. Meanwhile, Sedge is launching an attack on Fly Sniper.
Launching's a very good word for it. I think that's going to end soon, but we will see.
I'm about to give a show of faith to Sneaky. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to be moving it up. So I would need that the thingy that can see it to move out the way just for 1 turn.
I don't have anyone. Maybe then I don't see the right thing, because I'm not blocking anything that I can see.
Your dog that's next to my stronghold.
You said you were moving it up, right?
Yeah, to get the... Yeah, air units can't get past if your dog is in the way.
I see what you're saying. So it's interesting that Rylexander didn't make it to go through the top stronghold, which would have allowed it to go up towards Sedge without going into my territory. It concerns me a little bit, because if they're not telling the truth, it could unit dump pikes on my front line. Should I move the dog next turn? That is the question.
To be or not to be?
Whether it is nobler in the mind, or the slings and arrows.
Oh, Sedge has bodyguards looking at one of my troops.
Sedge claims that they're not attacking Fly Sniper, just clearing out the units that had wandered onto Sedge's territory. However, Sedge has very clearly crossed the midline, commander in front, army at the back. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, it's turn 10. Fly Sniper, I did not see an announcement. Is it safe to assume that the Parasite has not changed?
Parasite has not changed. I'm going to continue the war with Sedge. That's the answer.
Alright, so with Sedge and Fly Sniper continuing to fight, it looks like I'm going to have to make... First of all, I am now confirmed good. Completely and for the rest of the game. Rylexander should not have any units near my base at this point, and neither should Fly Sniper, who has also kept 2 dogs here. Since you know I'm not the Parasite, that's a waste of vision and a waste of units for both of you. I might have to attack whoever doesn't remove them, because it just doesn't make sense for them to be there.
I think it makes perfect sense. And yes, it does benefit you, Sneaky.
How does it benefit me?
I don't know.
That was an interesting answer. You, more than anyone, know I'm confirmed good, but you want to leave scouts between us?
Yeah, extra defense, you know.
Yup. Yeah, I completely get you. I feel you. Pay no mind to me slowly wiping out these dogs.
No.
I'm super suspicious of Fly Sniper because of that. I'm not gonna wipe them out, and I'm not gonna help Sedge kill them, but I'm reducing some of their units between us, because that was just a weird answer. I'm going to hold my units between the two of them so that I can attack one or the other. And I'm going to pull back from Rylzander. Actually, yeah, because I am blocking this balloon. Alright, I've decided I will move the dog. But
Sweet, thank you.
I'm going to give Rylzander one turn to start getting his units out of my territory, otherwise that's suspicious.
Which units?
The swords, the dog. It doesn't make sense for you to have anything between us if I'm confirmed good. Also, I'm going to check this now. Okay, that's what you wanted to show me.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. And I'm going to start gearing up for a fight, because shit's getting real now. It's turn 10, the Parasite cannot change. Everyone on the board knows for a fact that I'm good, so I want to watch everything. Now keep in mind, I'm not allied with anyone. My units can block allies, so I need to be careful where I put them. I don't want to get in anyone's way. I'm being very careful to keep all my spies out of the path that someone who's allied to me might want to take. But so that I can still see what's going on. Alright, that's it for my turn. It's really convenient that I've been confirmed good. Fly Sniper's behavior is suspicious, but... And it's Fly Sniper. They wouldn't misplay like that.
So I'm moving my dog back. Its purpose has been served. Its purpose originally was for Parasite Pass, in case I needed to attack an HQ if I became the Parasite.
That is a reasonable explanation. I don't know why you didn't give it at the start of my previous turn when the pass had already happened and you could have said that then, but it's a reasonable explanation.
Alright, so the war against Sedge continues.
Yep, I see it. Fly Sniper has moved into Sedge's territory and is attacking. If Fly Sniper is the Parasite, this could be really bad, because if Sedge falls, then we lose the game. That being said, I don't think Fly Sniper can kill Sedge that quickly. So we have a few turns to decide which one of them the Parasite might be. Unless Rylzander refuses to pull back, I have no reason to assume that they're the Parasite at this point in time.
I will pull back my scouts. Can I at least keep one guy in the trees?
Why? What is the benefit of that?
In case the parasite swapped to you.
It can't swap again. It's done.
Yeah, I can't swap.
No, because we don't know if it did swap or didn't.
We know
We
it
do
didn't.
know, actually. It'll give you a notification if it did.
Oh, okay.
Now keep in mind, the reason I can play like this and force everyone to trust me is because I was confirmed good. That's not something that happens every game. It only happens if a player literally has the ability to kill another player and then doesn't do it. Normally you don't want to let that happen. But it can be very powerful in situations like this.
Sedge has more knights than I do.
Oh, groove.
That being said, I only see 2. But I only had 1.
Sedge is doing tremendous damage to Fly Sniper using Night Crits and Sedge Groove to burst past their defenses. I very quickly need to make a decision which one of these two I'm going to have to kill, because it's looking like it's going to be one or the other.
I want to say I'm suspicious of Fly Sniper.
I'm going to argue that you're not in a position to be suspicious of me because you're diagonal to me. And I think you should at least prepare a war against Sedge. Meanwhile, I think Wisp or Sneaky should prepare a war against me. In fact, Sneaky may just have lethal my HQ.
That may or may not be true.
No, you can just have it. Like, you can prepare lethal.
So Fly Sniper is playing really hard right now. They're giving me the ability to just attack their HQ. Honestly, they can't not. With Sedge trying to kill them, they really couldn't afford to fight both of us, and I've already eliminated 2 or 3 of their troops between us. Plus, with Vesper Groove up from killing that dog, which may or may not be my ulterior motive for doing that, I can pretty much just attack into it with an Immortal Knight, get some other Immortal units striking it. I can kill Fly Sniper. The question is, should I? Should I? And I think the answer is yes, based on how the 2 of them have been playing. Fly Sniper was suspicious from the off, couldn't decide whether I was suspicious or not, and left dogs between us, giving a very late explanation. And Fly Sniper gave late explanations for a few things. They did confirm me as good, but I kind of forced them to do it. Like, Fly Sniper could tell I was going to all in if they didn't tell the truth about that engagement. And it would have let Sedge take them from the right, too. So even though they confirmed me as good, there wasn't a lot of choice. I'm leaning towards Fly Sniper as more likely than not the villain for these reasons than Sedge. While Xander played really suspiciously for a lot of the game, I'm not gonna lie, and didn't trust me until the very end, when even if they were a Parasite it would make sense to trust me because we're about to kill someone else. That being said, I don't think it's Ryle Xander. I really just don't. That's why I've only been just shoving dogs between... Oh, why? And then they do stuff like this, and I'm just like, why?
It's just bad positioning, dude.
Okay, that's fair. They actually do have to go that way to get to the front. That's fair. That's more than fair. Still, just why? That's the thing about this kind of game. Players are not going to play perfectly. They're not going to do what you expect. Just because you think something's the right thing to do doesn't mean they agree. Although, that unit positioning is kind of... little bit... Why are you trolling me?
I'm not trolling you.
But I can't move through that.
Wait, what can't move through that?
The sword. I can't move through the sword.
Which sword?
Everyone can see it. Diagonal left of Fly Sniper's village. The water village.
Oh, I just made him go straight left because I'm looking for information.
You found information. He clearly has a knight on my HQ. And it's...
Alright. I think we know what we have to do at this point in time. Sometimes you just gotta make a decision and go for it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Which would have been made somewhat easier if certain swords weren't in certain positions. I'm just saying.
Kill it if you want. Ooh. Can other players see that?
I don't know who can see it, but it benefits anyone, ally or enemy, who stands in it.
I can see it in the fog.
Yeah, the area stuff, including the Twins' fire, unfortunately, is very fog visible.
Mm.
Well, there ain't a ton else to do in this situation. Just make some units, make sure I don't go over. I really miss being able to troll about being the Parasite.
Played very blue.
Alright. Sedge is absolutely convinced Fly Sniper is the Parasite. Sedge no longer has any doubts. Sedge will help his friends. The Parasite's time is now over. As much as Sedge approves of bloodshed, whether it's a normal hunt or a special hunt as such, Sedge never, and the never is like in bold highlighted italics, loses Sedge emoji, and then this sound,
Sage never loses.
which was
Oh.
posted in text as an MP3.
I'm starting to think now.
I can't. I'm not gonna. I could attack a dog with an archer. I'm not going to. I could not. I'm not gonna attack Sneaky's dog.
Okay.
There's. I mean, if you're set, you're set. But it's not me. It's definitely Sedge. He's the second most suspicious person to have played this game, if you believe me to be the first.
Now this is what's called a final plea. Oh, no, I'm kidding, I made that up. Usually in a deception game, if you're about to eliminate a player in a game-ending move, they will insist one last time that they are not the villain. They might attack, they might just attack blatantly, they might attack just to defend themselves, they might say, look, it's not me, if you really think so, you can kill me because I can't stop you, and that's what Fly Sniper did. This serves two purposes. One, the Parasite can look for who has doubt. Doubt can be used to identify the doctor. Two, a good person can try to prevent you from losing the game. So, for this reason, it's very difficult, very emotional, and very intuition-based to decide what you're going to do in the situation. Usually, the correct move is to think about which player has made the most suspicious moves over the course of the game, who's done things correctly, who's done things incorrectly, what logic you're using to determine who the Parasite is, and also, realistically, if you're wrong, could you kill everyone else and convince them that you're right?
Now, if you want to go on logic, Sedge did not accept my scout, and Sedge did not accept Ryan Alexander's scout either.
This is true. Sedge refused to accept two different scouts. Knowing Sedge's
Meanwhile, I've
personality...
begun scouting and have used my scouts. The only suspicious move I played was the two scouts that were needed for the Parasite switch, which didn't happen. So, yeah. Greenfinger's almost dead.
Sneaky. Who are you suspicious of?
Well, Fly Sniper is really claiming that it's not them. And Fly Sniper is just so good at lying. But I sort of believe them. Like, there's a reason I didn't end it in one turn, and there's a reason I didn't end it earlier. Or I'm totally bullshitting and I'm just gonna, like, wipe out Fly Sniper as soon as my turn starts. One of those two, I don't know.
So, how does the Parasite win again?
If anyone who's good loses.
Yep.
Oh. So, like, a good guy can't just kill another good guy because he thinks that
Correct.
one of him or someone else is the Parasite.
Absolutely not.
Oh. No murder.
You get one murder.
Aw. Not enough. Oh.
So Sedge has declared that they could use a dragon to wipe out Fly Sniper now, but they're not doing it. They want me to have the final blow.
I have a mage and crit of that dragon. I'm gonna hit it. But that is not a defensive dragon. It is in my territory. It killed green. It did a lot of damage to Greenfinger. Yeah, and I don't even have a dragon. I don't even have a witch.
Okay, my brain trembles. If you guys get that reference, I'll give you a high five. Let's see.
Sedge has declared that Fly Sniper is aiming to take out their dragon.
I mean, we're at war and you're the Parasite, so... Plus, I don't think it'll kill it. It'll just do a lot of damage.
Ooh, for all the viewers who can see this, you know it. Alright, let's review the game so far while Rylzander is taking their turn. First of all, I got confirmed good partway through, which Fly Sniper allowed to happen by giving me the ability to attack their stronghold. Fly Sniper would probably not do that unless they were really sure who the Parasite was. Or they just screwed up. After all, remember, they couldn't see my knight at any point in time. And my commander and dog moved into position all in one turn, during which Fly Sniper was occupied with Sedge. So it's also possible it just came as a surprise. They confirmed me as good, but they didn't have a choice. Lying there would have screwed them over. Rylzander has been playing consistently suspiciously, and has yet to voice an opinion on anything, and has mostly just been dancing around the center of the map. However, I'm pretty sure they're good at this point. Then we have Sedgehoon, who got caught into an epic war with Fly Sniper from the off. And then me, who's been sort of killing Fly Sniper, because I kind of feel like they're probably the Parasite, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Sedge has declared that the Parasite is either Fly Sniper or Rylzander, but absolutely trusts the Sneaky Dragon, which is kind of necessary because I can't possibly be the Parasite.
Yeah, Sneaky Dragon has been confirmed good at this point.
Also, since we've progressed far in the game and I am demonstrating the deceptive-y nature of this, full confession, that lethal was not guaranteed. In fact, the average was about 90. That being said, I'm not sure anyone had the ability to know exactly which space my knight was standing on, but because it wasn't a crit, it was possible
no.
Fly Sniper could have lived through that. Obviously, I'm good, or I wouldn't be telling you this, but arguably, and like, you wouldn't have been able to kill Vesper and stop the counterattack, and I could have used a dog during the first move to scout, and then bullshit to make sure that I could have hit on one side. So, like, it was pretty guaranteed, but it wasn't as crystal clear perfect as I may have let on.
Nah, you can still crit. You have to move your other knight.
Oh yeah, no, this turn. I mean, when I was confirmed as good. I didn't actually have a one-turn lethal. It was 2 turns, and you could have passed the buck.
Oh. Yeah, Sedge would have passed it to me.
Right.
That
So
would've been
Sedge
good
could
to
have
me.
passed it to you. Totally believe you. Good game. Oh, defeat! Sedge was the Parasite!
Sedge was it. Yep, I was a doc.
Ah, damn.
Doc.
I figured out Sedge was the Parasite 2 turns ago.
Ah, dude! Why didn't you say something?
Because I was trying to not tip Sedge off that I was going for his bottom stronghold.
But I had lethal on Sniper. You have to warn me about that stuff.
This
I
has
think my
been
entire army
fun.
moving to the right was a warning enough.
Time to run.
Yeah, so those dogs at like the bottom of your HQ were an indicator. They were pointing towards Sedge.
Oh, okay. I didn't
You
know
don't have
that.
to be a mage.
The
Yeah.
fact that you and Fly Sniper both saw me move my entire army from the middle of the map to the right, and I had 2 dragons and 2 cavalry ready to just roll over his stronghold in 2 turns.
Okay, my bad, guys. My bad. I thought it was Fly Sniper.
Of course, he's the
It
Parasite.
hungers.
Ugh.
Here's the thing. I trusted Ryle Xander because no one accused you, and I was like, alright, the doctor did not at any point accuse Ryle Xander. I've been the only one accusing him. You're good. Then you backed off, so I'm like, okay, I can trust you now. You're not going to attack me. But then I was like, alright, it's between Fly Sniper and Sedge. I really hope one of them isn't the doctor. And then when you said you were suspicious of Fly Sniper, I was like, alright, maybe Ryle Xander's the doctor. Fly Sniper's the spy.
For a while, I was convinced that it was Fly Sniper, because he seemed kind of desperate to make sure that you don't kill his HQ, and the way he was saying it just felt a bit off to me. But then I realized that it was Sedge all along, and the only reason why I didn't realize it sooner was because no, he can't possibly be the Parasite 2 games in a row. That's the only thing that stopped me from attacking him first, instead of moving my troops across the map and wasting time. If he ends up the Parasite a 3rd time in a row, I'm just going to attack him every game from now on.
Yes.
Alright, guys, well, I was tricked. I was fooled by Sedgehoon. Well played, Sedge. You got me. You tricked me into destroying my fellow good guy. I'm so sorry, Fly Sniper and Ryle Xander.
It's cool.
I'm up for another game.
Well, let me just wrap up this recording, because we've already gone for, like, over an hour.
This has been fun. Thanks.
So, everybody, this was Fly Sniper's custom game mode, Parasite. We'll put the download code for the current version, though I think this is still under development. Will there be more versions to come?
Maybe. I think actually what I want to do is maybe a slight experiment. For now, this is basically finished. As far as I can tell, everything's working. I got all the meta I want. I just might want to make some meta improvements in the future. So there might be like a 2.0 version if I decide to make it. So.
Alright, so we're going to put the code for this map, Parasite, in the description below. Lots of fun to play with friends over voice. You can also do over text. That worked pretty well for Sedge, who won the game. And yeah, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, this game. Props to Fly Sniper for creating Phantom Mode in Wargroove. That's all for now. Comments below, and welcome to Wargroove.
Goodbye.